Social Services, we held an open house maybe 2-3 months ago, and we were approached by Miss Robolette of the St. Martin Seniors and Pension Association, and she basically just told us that the information that we were providing would have been essential for our seniors to have. So we basically took the idea and ran with it, so we collaborated with her and the White and Yellow Cross to put it together.
So, and then how was it going so far? I know that you have a great turnout.
Yes. What we did, we wanted to make sure we invited all of our senior associations and organizations because they capture, of course, a lot of our seniors within the community. So they were individually invited, and then we, of course, invited the general public. So in my estimation, it's going well. We have some breakout sessions that are happening at the moment. They already did the first guided tour of the facilities, and they had a good turnout for that. They're with the notary right now. You know, they're speaking about the importance of having a will, power of attorney, inheritance in general. So I think that's very integral information for our seniors to have in place as they are getting older.
And how many stakeholders do you have here?
We have, my count was 11 confirmed attending organizations. And that's including, of course, the Division of Social Services and the White and Yellow Cross.
What are some of the information that they're giving to the general public that is here?
Okay, a quick summary. We have, of course, the notary. They're going to have a table here. White and Yellow Cross is providing information on their various care products that they have available. SLV is here to give insurance about the rights of the insured, their different services available, and we also wanted to highlight Mr. Brown of Q Solution. He has a medical alert system that he's now promoting, and that's important for persons who are at home by themselves, that they can, in the event of an emergency, just press that button and alert whoever their emergency contact is. So, and we have Electrolytes Foundation, SAU Credit Union, giving information on burial insurance, of course, and a few other organizations that are providing that important hub of information to our invited attendees. For our first time doing this, I think it's going well so far, and we want to ensure that it becomes hopefully an annual event based on our evaluation. I think based on our conversations with Ms. Robolette that our seniors are very important to us, and we want to ensure that they enjoy their golden years, as we term the event. So we want to provide information that would ease their daily lives, so, and we don't want to just focus, of course, on our seniors, but persons in general, so that, before, becoming a golden adult, that you have that information in place that improves your quality of life in general.
Okay, what exactly the Julie department is doing here?
Well, we are here from Collective Prevention Services, the preventative arm from the public health section. We're here today focusing mainly on vector control activities, nutrition, and healthy lifestyle.
We're doing a combination of things today. One, we've been invited here, and we're honored to be here this morning to share some information about our campaign that we launched in September related to prostate cancer. And since this is preparing for the golden years, this is an appropriate event for us to also showcase our information about men's health. We're also doing breast cancer awareness information as well this morning, and because, as you well know, as you age or as you head towards the golden years, the incidence of breast cancer increases, as well as the incidence for prostate cancer. So we're showcasing both aspects of this health awareness and the cause that we have been working on together for more than 10 years now. So we're inviting everyone to come out to the events. We have a calendar of events that we're doing all month long.
Yes, and we're very happy, of course, to continue to help our community to get awareness on different aspects, like Shelley said, with breast cancer awareness, getting that literature out, getting people to the doctors for their screenings, encouraging them to do their daily checks, which is very important as well. But also, we're here because this new campaign that we launched, Man Up, is really in that target group from 45 to 75, and we have to start thinking ahead in our future, because many times we take it for granted, and prostate cancer is something that grows and develops over time. So being here at the St. Martin's Home with this wonderful Golden Years Expo is a great opportunity for us to really reach the target group when it concerns prostate cancer awareness.
And you would say that it's going good so far?
Oh yes, it's going very well. The reception has been great. We've got a lot of support from organizers of various groups like today, and other people that are showing interest in the Man Up campaign. And also we have sponsors that already would like to be part of next year's campaign. So we are on our way to really making this a big thing for the community to wake up, because many times we hear that our men in our community are dying, and we don't know why. It's very silent. It's like a taboo. Nobody wants to talk about it, because we all know when you talk about prostate cancer, there's the famous digital rectal exam that a lot of men are running away from, and we're trying to, kill that machismo, eradicate it, as it were, break the silence, and that's why we're saying, man up and check up.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
You deserve it, my hallelujah. My hallelujah belongs to you. Sing it, everyone, sing it. Let me hear you from the bottom of our hearts. My hallelujah belongs to you. Oh, my hallelujah, my hallelujah belongs to you. Belongs to you. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve.
You can see this morning the crowd that has turned out, and making use of the affordable health food program organized by the Anti-Poverty Platform. And we are happy to see that the people are reacting the way they should, because people are realizing that in this society, we need to save money, you understand? And we are very satisfied, especially as the Anti-Poverty Platform, the Consumers Coalition, that we are seeing satisfaction. Take a look at the box that is leaving here. Sir, excuse me, how much did you pay for this box here? How much you paid?
$21.
$21 is what was paid for this whole box here. Thank you, sir. We have watermelon, pineapples, lime, avocado, papaya, and yam, rosemary. Beautiful, fresh. Didn't you? Fresh rosemary. You understand me? So thank you, sir. Okay? So you can see, and people are satisfied. You understand me? Because it has very little to do with blah, 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 blah talking. It's about empowering people. People sit in office, sit in politics and all these things, and they have done nothing for the people thus far. They're talking about passing motion and breaking down government, but while people need relief, real relief financially, and this is what we have done. You understand me? And we are proud to see that, and the volunteers, you can all see them here that are giving their best to see to it that the general public get a satisfaction. And I'm happy because you're seeing all types, all races are coming here because people are hurting on this island here, and while we are only focusing on throwing down government, thinking on airport, harbor, and money for themselves, etc., but they're not thinking about the people. So thus far, I'm satisfied. My friend Raymond is satisfied. Claire is satisfied. Mr. Thompson is satisfied. All the union leaders who are part of the anti-poverty platform, we are satisfied with this program. We are happy that it has turned out, and the reaction is only becoming more and more. You could look at the traffic jam also. Outside, you can look that on the other side, people are lining up for this program. We have opened to your left, to my left, the seniors line inside, which you can see we are accommodating the seniors. We are trying to make this program here even better because the seniors, and for those less privileged with disability and so, we are trying to also accommodate them. You understand me? So we are happy that we can serve senior citizens, we can serve those with disability, the fresh produce. You can see Clara shot over there enjoying herself, okay, and giving instruction as user, as a leader. And so, sir, how are you? You got throw ready, you cashew, and how satisfied are you with the products?
I'm satisfied.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
Good savings,
yeah.
Nice, fresh produce,
fresh fruit.
For sure.
That's right.
Thank you very much, etc. We have our seniors sitting here, hanging out on the bench. You see there, and their pocket are full. They cannot get up because their pocket, they have the savings is with them. So that's why they stuck to the bench. You understand me? So we are very satisfied. You understand? And we have the fresh coconut, only $1. Okay, take a shot here. $1 for one coconut. Only $1 for coconut. We are trying to drive down price in St. Martin. People need to restore their health, and that's what we are doing. Part of that is bring the food to the people. They will eat healthy. Their health will be restored. They will be empowered financially, and they will be able to raise their family and give them good nutrition. That's what it's all about.
12th is the third health fair for produce and vegetables and fruits coming from the Consumers Coalition's effort to bring affordable fruits and vegetables to our members and affiliated members organization. So today, this is the third container, and for us, it is really a pleasure again to be helping people. But we make sure, ensure that today the seniors can be helped from this point. So this point is for the senior citizens, 60 plus, where they can shop and get their produce. Is the same things as outside. Outside on the front side, you have a line of younger people. We have pumpkin, watermelon, coconuts. Today special is the beets. The beets are here today. They are back. We have fresh thyme. We have oregano, dry oregano, and the carrots. The carrots are very, very beautiful. We have fresh carrots today. We have also a lot of limes. And the limes would now have to we will be going on a special for the limes to be 15 for $1.
I like it very good. It's very nice. It's a good idea for the people them that can't buy anything at the grocery shop.
And they are fresh, you would say?
It's fresh, yes.
Okay, thanks. And you know something? Them mangoes is so juicy. Santo Domingo stuff. And the price is right. Can you imagine a big mango like this for $1? I just gone with 10.
All right. And what do you think about the other produce that they have?
Oh, very good. Last week when they came in, I had and I still have. That's to show you they're not spoiling on you. I had my sweet peppers in different colors, and up to now I have in the fridge. So they ain't spoiled. So that means to say they don't have stuff in it to preserve it. natural stuff.
And coming from a nurse from you, we should be able to get a good review about this whole produce that's here.
Yes, yes. I take and I invite everybody who can come or get a lift and support this action here. Okay? Support it. It's very good. But you know what I see lately? It even helping the other places to carry down their price competition.
Make use of WIB mobile banking with easy access and direct usage of face recognition, PIN code, or fingerprint. Download WIB mobile banking app and make your transaction from anywhere at any time. For more information, visit wib-bank.net/quick-login.
These questions, despite every single effort I have made, members of parliament, I cannot get the answers to. Someone or something or some entity is not allowing the people of St. Martin to get to the bottom of what the issue is here. And this again exemplifies why it's so important. Here you see just a bit of a sketch to show you. Of course, if you have something worth 460 million, but remove these key important parts, what you're left with, just by logic in itself, would mean that you're overvaluing the property. So there's some other challenges. Other challenges and questions that an inquiry has to answer for us, because lack of development in the property has happened. Now, yes, if someone owns a property and they decide they don't want to develop it, that is right. They can choose not to do so. However, it is also government's responsibility to conduct an analysis and ask, well, what has that lack of development cost St. Martin? Answers to those questions cannot be given to members of parliament, or at least this member of parliament. No feasibility studies, no economic impact studies have been conducted over the last 24 years, as far as has been answered to me, to answer this question. Then the special administrative procedure could result in an auction of the property. As I mentioned earlier, there was still, up until the last meeting with the central bank, 1.1 billion guilders in jeopardy here. What is the central bank and the OM going to do? Are they going to auction off the property? And then do we get a situation once again where St. Martin does not have any say in what happens with such an important property? We need to know how, when, and to whom. Again, some answers that we need, questions we need answered in an inquiry. And also, it is interesting to know that the prosecutor's office has already put a lien on the property. Now, what is interesting about this, past situations have dictated, and past behavior, is that the AFPAC team or the TBO would go and grab properties, sell it, and so on, even before a case has even begun or a verdict has been had. The question is the AFPAC team putting their hands on this? Have they had any eye on this property? Do they have any plans to sell it? If yes, what? And if no, why not? Why is there a certain prejudice towards a lien being placed on this property as opposed to liens being placed on other properties and things that are owned by people in St. Martin? So that is also something that I think the inquiry has to look into and bring in the prosecutor's office, which is within the competencies of this inquiry, to ask what was your role in this entire process as well. Why has no further investigations been done to actually find out what is going wrong with Sun Resorts, Enya, etc.? Why is all of this being left up solely to the central bank? There's also some sincere trouble that is currently happening with timeshare. Members of Parliament, and I saw that several of you were CC'd, but I screenshotted some of them here. Some letters that we've received from timeshare owners currently at the towers who have since Hurricane Lewis been locked out of their properties basically, and are saying that they're basically not getting any information. It is almost as if there's a deja vu going back to 1995, that once again, a situation where timeshare owners are going to have to take St. Martin and Sun Resorts to court in order to get what they've paid for, and then again put a black eye in the name of St. Martin when it comes to timeshare, which is such a very crucial part of the economy of St. Martin. Although it's maybe 80 to 100 rooms or whatever it is, you're talking about a significant, strong group of people that are very vocal and that can actually go out there and damage the timeshare reputation of St. Martin, hurting our economy. Again, the questions: what are we doing with this? How are we addressing the situation? Is the government in contact with these timeshare owners? Is the government in contact with the resort? And what is the situation with timeshare legislation? Is that sufficient to curb these issues? Why hasn't it been ratified yet? Another long list of questions that the inquiry should be able to look into. So once again, what can government of St. Martin do to ensure that the economically dormant and heavily disputed property of Mullet Bay is being best used in the interest of the people of St. Martin from an economic, environmental, heritage, and legal perspective? And given that the ownership ownership of the property maintains that they own the coast and inland waterways of Mullet Bay, which is in conflict with our civil code, what measures exist and should be taken by Country St. Martin?
The process of a parliamentary inquiry in terms of how do we go about it. It is clear that according to our legislation, one or more members can present a proposal for a parliamentary inquiry. If I see how the process has started on this first parliamentary inquiry proposal, again, I wish to reiterate, I believe we need to establish the process. I would have imagined, now hearing the reaction, I would have imagined that a pre-discussion would have taken place in maybe a commission regarding the topic, and not that when we get a proposal here, we're now asking the member of parliament, the initiator, questions to basically come back with. So I'm not really sure. We have a proposal for parliamentary inquiry before us. And again, what is the process? We ask questions about it to come to a different formulation of the proposal, which is also possible according to the law. But before I go so far, let me thank MP Bryson for the presentation made on his proposal, supported by before we had a debate here, supported by 6 other members of parliament at the time. So 7 members signed this proposal for an inquiry. A very good presentation, MP Bryson. I could just imagine a lot of research went into it. Immediately picking up on that line, the Member of Parliament, MP Bryson, made several references to him having requested information and not been able to receive it. On more than one occasion, the Member of Parliament made that statement. The question is, has Parliament requested this type of information and not receive it? Why am I making a particular issue out of this part? Mr. Chairman, my first observations with respect to this particular handling is the following. I believe we need to tread very, very carefully with the tool of a parliamentary inquiry. It is new, and any president must be on the basis of the spirit of the law, not on the basis of what we would like the law to be. Both the chairperson of parliament and the initiator of this proposal have gone into some historic facts regarding the law on the parliamentary inquiry as enshrined in our Constitution and further worked out in our law on the parliamentary inquiry. Again, I want to repeat a name that I did not coin, but a professor coined the term legal transplant for us taking over applicable laws that come especially from the Netherlands. Professor Elsinga considered that legal transplant, just taking over matters just like they are and putting them in our laws on St. Martin.